Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing well. Today we're doing another Test It Out Tuesday. If you're new here to the channel, basically this is a series I do, Test It Out Tuesday. I have a full playlist. I'll be sure to link in the description box if you guys want to watch more of these first impression, testing out new makeup. Definitely check out my full playlist. So for today's Test It Out Tuesday, I'll be testing out the Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation and also the No Filter Concealer. Alright, let's talk about the Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation. It looks like this comes in a total of 30 shades. It retails for $10 and you get a total of 9.5 grams, which is 0.34 ounces of product. It does say on the website that this is a weightless, medium to buildable coverage, blends seamlessly for a natural skin-like finish. This is vegan and also cruelty-free. So the packaging on the stick foundation is really nice and sleek. I love the white packaging with the silver. It's really just really nice. I mean, for a $10 foundation, I really like the packaging. It has a really nice twisting mechanism. It goes up and down really easily. So I do like that as well. I think this color is actually a really nice fit for me. I was really torn between the more cool shades, you know, with like the pink undertones and then the neutral ones. I don't know, I feel like the swatches online are a little bit iffy. I don't know, I really struggled with picking out my shades. So I went for this shade Fair 07N, which stands for neutral. I also swatched this next to the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Stick Foundation. This is new from Wet n Wild. I did a full review on this foundation, the concealer, some new bronzers, so definitely check that video out. I'll make sure to link it below and in the card. This is in the shade Shell Ivory. And this one is definitely a little bit deeper. I'm sure you can tell in the swatches. So I don't know, we'll see. This Wet n Wild one matches me really nicely. It is a tad dark, but I do feel like the color could be a little bit lighter. So I feel like this shade from Colourpop hopefully will be even better of a match for me. Alright, moving on to the Colourpop No Filter Concealer. I'll go ahead and pop up some quick swatches. This retails for $6, cruelty-free and vegan as well. Comes in a total of 30 shades. Really nice shade range with this concealer. It does say on the website that this has a soft blurring pigments. It's crease proof and has a matte finish. Really like the packaging on the concealer. Again, the box pretty much matches the foundation. Really cute. You get a total of 5.0 grams of product, 0.176 ounces. So there's a decent amount of product in here. So the applicator to the concealer is really different. It's not your typical doe foot applicator. It's very flat. It reminds me a lot of like a liquid lipstick wand. So that's really different. This color, you guys, this is so bright and it's super light. I definitely think I could have went like 2 shades deeper than this, but I was really afraid because usually in a line of concealers I am very close to like either the lightest shade or the second or third lightest shade. Alright, so that was just a little information and some swatches on those products. Hopefully I didn't talk your guys' head off. So let's go ahead and apply both of them. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Colourpop No Filter Stick Foundation, and as always with these first impressions or review on a foundation, I will be using a damp sponge on this side of my face and will use a brush on the other. As always, I love my Paw Paw Charity Super Soft Wonder Blender. I'll be sure to link all of the products, tools, all the brushes, you guys. I will link them below. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply. Ooh, it's definitely gliding over my skin very nicely. And by the way, I'm not wearing a primer. I did moisturize my skin like I usually do every morning, and that's about it. Alright, so we have a very even layer of foundation on this side and then no foundation on this side. Doesn't give a whole lot of coverage. It does say that this is a medium and buildable, so you can build it up. It almost looks like I put on a tinted moisturizer. Alright, I'm going to go in with another layer. Alright, so that is 2 layers on this side and none on this side. I know it look ridiculous, but they're just to show you the amount of coverage. So it looks like you can definitely build this up, but I am noticing that where I apply the foundation, I am struggling a little bit more blending it out, and I'm still seeing, because I do get a lot of redness on my cheeks, so I do like to have more coverage in that area, and I am noticing that it is kind of peeking through. Not sure how well you'll be able to see. It's looking a little bit blotchy. I'm not really liking how it's looking in person. So let's go ahead and try the brush. Maybe this foundation is better with a brush application. Alright, I can already tell you I don't like applying this foundation or blending this out with a brush. It's just looking even more splotchy and it's kind of clinging. My skin isn't super flaky and dry right now, but for some reason it's making my skin look dry. I'm just not liking it. So I'm going to use a sponge now on this side because I can't. Alright, so my thoughts. I love the color. The color is actually perfect. I'm always concerned, but definitely it looks really nice. I'm already noticing that it's settling into this fine line that I have by my mouth. Not liking that. So it does claim on the website that this blends seamlessly to look like a skin-like finish, and I definitely agree. It's not, I did 2 layers and I still feel like there's some redness peeking through my skin. I am noticing that it looks a little blotchy. I don't know, I feel like this foundation isn't looking as good as I was hoping it would look on my skin. I still feel like I need to go in with a little bit more. So that actually looks a little bit better. It is buildable. I mean, it's layering very nicely. Alright, so I just applied a little bit underneath my eyes. I'm going to kind of use it to color correct. I would normally go in with a peachy tone concealer. I really like this concealer stick from Wet n Wild in Nude for Thought. But I really want to give the stick foundation and the Colourpop concealer a chance, just on their own. So let's go ahead and try the No Filter Concealer. I'm very, very nervous because this is very light and it's more of a matte finish. So we'll see how this goes. This could be a total fail. Oh wow, this literally looks white. And because this is so light, I will go ahead and apply it like that. Alright, so I did blend that concealer out. It's definitely very, very light, but I have to say once you blend it into, the rest of your makeup, it doesn't look too bad. One thing I'd tell you right off the bat, it definitely has a matte finish. I can tell that it's setting very quickly. This is not a whole lot of coverage. I'm used to more medium to full coverage concealer. I was hopeful because I know everyone's been raving about the concealer and foundation. Gosh, it's making my skin look a little bit aged, and especially underneath my eyes. Alright, I'm going to try to add a tiny bit more right in this area. Alright, so that is the foundation and the concealer together on my skin. I'm not liking the concealer at all. It's probably something I would have to mix with something else that's more hydrating or more moisturizing, because it definitely is, it's looking pretty dry under there. Very light coverage. I feel like once I blend out the concealer, it just almost disappears. It is brightening for sure because of the shade I chose. Not my favorite. I really like the color though, and I do like that the shade range is pretty good with both products. They're both cruelty-free and vegan if you're on a really tight budget. If you have more oily skin or combo skin, these might work better for you, but again, I'm more on the dry side. That's just my thoughts on the products. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off the rest of my makeup. Alright guys, I am back. And I haven't done my eyes or brows yet, but I did go ahead and set my face like I normally do. I tried blending my bronzer and blush and highlighter over top of this foundation, and my skin is just looking more and more patchy. Definitely under my eyes, that concealer is just wanting to crease like crazy. I don't normally do this, but I'm gonna set my face with the Too Faced Hangover Spray. I need some hydration. My skin also feels dry. I think it helped a tad, but I'm still just not convinced with this foundation. Alright, I'm going to get off here and I'll check back in. Hopefully I'll remember to check back in a little bit later to give my final thoughts, but I don't think they're really going to change. Alright guys, so my final thoughts on the Colourpop No Filter Foundation and Concealer. By the way, I filmed the tutorial and review on the Just My Luck palette, so I'll be sure to link that video below once that goes live. So the foundation, I really don't like it. I don't like how it looks on my skin. It's settling into my fine line. I also noticed that this is transferring and moving around like crazy, even though I set it with a powder and I use my setting spray, which I usually don't do when I'm trying a foundation out because I want to give it a chance, you know? The concealer, the same thing. It's too matte for me. This shade is definitely way too light. It's very brightening though, so I'll definitely have to mix this with something else, but it just didn't work for me, and it's very sheer coverage. Also, around the nose area, when I tried to apply bronzer, I don't contour my nose, but I like to take whatever's left off on my brush and just kind of go along the sides. All of my foundation and concealer came off on the tip of my nose. I had to go back in with the stick foundation, fix it, set it with powder, and now it looks a little bit better for sure, but it was so bad. So those are just my thoughts and my experience trying the Colourpop No Filter Foundation and Concealer. Have you guys tried these products? I want to know. Leave a comment and we can chat about it. Did this work for you? Did you not like it? I want to know your guys' experiences. So that is everything, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did enjoy. Make sure to hit that subscribe button before you leave. I post it every Tuesday, Friday, and sometimes on Sunday, 10 a.m. every single week. I hope you guys have a fabulous day. I will talk to you very soon and see you in the next video. Remember, smarter beauty is better beauty. Bye, guys.